Hello everyone, I've missed you all. How are you? And I hope you had a lovely festive season. I don't know about you guys, but for me it felt magical. And I know for many people I've spoken, I don't just mean magical as in being with family and the gratitude and the whole meaning of Christmas, the birth of Yeshua and things. It was more magical and this energetically, spiritually. And so many people I spoke to and they all said, this is the first year I really felt Christmassy, in the Christmas spirit. I felt peaceful, and so many people I've spoke to felt that. So for me, it was magical. And thank you for all the love on my Christmas post with my family. That was actually our quiet time. We just had Christmas lunch. We were just chilling out. And then my niece and her 6 children, 3 her own and 3 foster babies, were arriving to spend the rest of Christmas Day with us. And it was fun, chaotic fun in the best possible way. We had the karaoke on, we were singing with the kids, dancing with the kids, playing games with them. So we made Christmas Day all about my niece and her children. And then on Boxing Day, my kids and I did sort of Christmas Day over again. We had our little quiz time and we played some records. We just chilled. We had our cheese board and things. So we kind of redid Christmas Day on Boxing Day, just the 4 of us. But Christmas Day was all about, helping my niece and having a fun day with her 6 children, which was a true blessing. And it really, really reminded me of what Christmas is all about as well. Yesterday I was going to come on to a message last night, but we ended up going to meet my friend who's over from Toronto for Christmas. And then we went to my niece's house and helped her yesterday because she was so tired on Christmas Day. She was exhausted. You can imagine organising Christmas for 6 children. And her husband's away working right now, so she was on her own. And so my kids and I went over yesterday to give her a break. We kept all the kids amused. We helped her with bath time. We helped her with meal times. I changed far too many dirty diapers, but it was amazing to give her a rest. And by the time we got home late last night, my niece was saying, I've got a new lease of life. I feel so much more alive and stuff like that. So it was really great that my kids and I was able to give her that little extra Christmas gift yesterday. So I hope you all had a lovely festive season as well and you truly felt the magic. Now this message, I feel it's for starseeds, and it's all about the 1st of January. And the reason why I'm posting it today is because I've been feeling a lot about the pyramid codes coming through, a lot of the Egyptian pyramid energy, Anubis, Osiris, beautiful. I keep on seeing the death card, huge transformations, rebirth energy coming through. So you could be connecting a lot with Anubis and Osiris yourself right now. So I've got a few different decks out here, but really what I was getting today, and I've had so many beautiful magical downloads the last few days, which I will share with you all. And I did say on my last reading I was going to share with you about a past life memory I had, which was leading me to something else next year, which is also coming together with a lot of other things, but I will talk about that in a different reading because I really want to focus right now on this energy. Now, over the last few months, I've had numerous Zoom events, and all these Zoom events have been preparing you all for this time coming up, this 1st of January. Now, we're moving into the year of the horse, liberation. It's all about following your passion, following your dreams, no longer letting anyone make you feel less than. But also, for many twin flames, it's stepping into union and into mission with your counterparts. So for many of you, 2026, and obviously it's number 10, which is all about the Wheel of Fortune and things, you're stepping into your destined purpose with your masculines. And the last few Zooms I've been having a Zoom event every single month in the lead up to the 12/12. And they were all to give you codes and help to activate things within you and help to align you for this 1st of January coming in, okay? So like with the Golden Rose activation for 11/11 was to align you with your counterpart, was to balance out your energy, and like 12/12 was a kind of continuum from that where we're working with Isis for that alchemical marriage within, that holy union within, all preparing you and balancing you. And we brought through the sacred rose codes for the 12/12 and the rose codes in the 11/11. And we've had other, the golden butterfly and things like that, which was all about transformation. So the Zoom events I've been bringing through have all been leading us up to this very moment. for those of you that took part in the Zoom event, you'll know what I mean. Every single Zoom event, there's a purpose for it, and it's to give you the codes and stuff required. And that's why we had the golden rose, the golden butterfly, and then the 12-12, leading us up to the 12-12, that alchemical marriage with Isis, and we connected with Isis and things like that. And my other events, we've worked with Hathor and Horus and things like that as well. So it's all been leading us up to this moment. So I'm going to bring through the energy between now and the 1st of January, and we're going to see what's coming in on the 1st of January that you really need to know. So we're going to see what the energies are right now and then focus on future energy. I'm going to bring through some messages of love from your masculines, because I've been getting so many download songs. And also we're going to get a message from the Isis deck at the end. I'll pull on some Egyptian gods, see which Egyptian gods are connecting with you most. I see there's sort of pyramid codes coming through. And we're going to get a card from my sacred sites. I want to see which sacred sites around the world are influential right now to the Starshade Collective and the Twin Flame Collective. And we'll pull some tarot. So let's get into this message. So let's begin. I'll get my... Okay. I set the intention with this message to bring through the highest vibration of unconditional love and healing and blessings, channel straight through the cosmic heart of Venus to all who connects with this message. And so it is. Calling in our heavenly ancestors, our spirit guides, the archangels of love and light, and the ascended masters of the highest pure divine light. I call you in now for your love, your guidance, your blessings and protection throughout as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. Archangel Michael, can you please surround my children, my dog, my home and myself in a golden bubble of God's protection at all times as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. Can also request Archangel Michael, whoever watches this message online, you surround them, their loved ones, their home and their pets in a golden bubble of God's protection also. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Metatron, can you please stabilise the connection between myself and Spirit, ensuring only clear and concise messages can come through for the highest and greatest good of the Twin Flame Collective at all times. Thank you, Archangel Metatron, sending love, light and gratitude, and so it is. This isn't going to be a long message, hopefully not, because I'll be bringing through another love message later at some point, but I feel this is one that had to come through, because today is really my quietest day, and then I'm back to, I've got plans every other day up until the 2nd of January, so I'm going to have to try and squeeze in some more messages with you guys before then. So I split the deck on Fall Into My Arms and The Great Severing. Now this is, for me, is all about the divine saying to you, it's time to release, it's time to let go of anything that no longer serves you. Now we talk about that a lot, but what does it actually mean? It means things that you still have resentment for or anger towards, or something that causes you pain and hurt in the past. Now, for many of you that might be the breakup with your divine masculine or something like that, but it's important to release the feeling of that. You'll never be able to disconnect from your masculine twin, they are part of you, but it's important to release the negative feelings associated with your masculine. But severing any ties, and for those of you that, aren't able to do that on your own, the divine will do it. So you might find people just stop texting you and you go, I haven't heard from that person for 2 months. Why are they talking to me? That's why, because the divine will sever any connections that are not meant to be on your path. And Fall Into My Arms is just the divine saying, it's okay. It's okay to release people who are not meant to be in your life. It's okay that you don't resonate with that person anymore. Even readers for me, there's some readers who I used to think were authentic and so divine, and now I just don't resonate with them because I feel completely disconnected from them. And many times I feel like they're trying to imitate divine energies, but they're just really recycling other people's ideas and guidance. And I've come to notice that a lot, and a lot of my viewers have emailed me about 1 or 2 readers in particular who just, every time I say I'm doing something, they say they're doing it as well, and it's almost like they're recycling my ideas for themselves. And I'm aware of who they're talking about, but that's only 2 of them, but I'm sure other readers out there find the same. They find that other people do tend to kind of recycle their guidance for themselves, and that's okay, you know. But no one will ever be successful trying to imitate or copy someone else. So just remember that. And I can honestly say my friends joined my last Zoom event. My 2 best friends who have known me my entire life since I was 5 years old. So they've known me for 45 years, but we've been around each other since we were babies. But from what we can remember, 45 years, and they couldn't believe that on my Zoom event, it just felt like I was talking to them, the way I was talking to everyone on that Zoom event and connecting with everyone. So it's so nice that my friends gave me that validation, that they know that I'm being my true authentic self on here, which is so nice, that they could see that I'm the same way with you guys, the way I am with them. So I just want you to know that, because you will only ever get the true authentic me. Only ever. And I do make a lot of mistakes. I can't edit my videos and things like that. I do make a lot of mistakes. I follow my words. I do say a lot of bloopers, not as much as I used to, but I do still get bloopers. But that's just me. You're getting the authentic me, and I'm grateful to everyone who sees that, so thank you. So let's see what's coming through here for the Starseed Collective, the Twin Flames in particular. Yeah, loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addictions, and letting go. Also letting God in. So for many of us, the addictions aren't substances, and I say many of us because we've all had some sort of addictions, whether it's addictive behaviour patterns. I used to be a smoker years ago. You know, we've all had addictions of some kind, whether it's behavioural, emotionally, or whatever. We've all had addictions. And this is just saying it's a time to release all that. You're coming into a new year, and I hate the term, so many people use it on social media, new me, and what is it, new year, new me, new year, new me, everyone says about that. But this is a time to release all of that, and it's just a time to step into this fresh new energy. This is your opportunity. It's your opportunity. When we get to this 1st of January, as soon as we hit midnight on the 1st of January, you take a deep breath and you go, I release everything that doesn't serve me. You can do it as, you know, you can do it using a candle, an intention, burn the intention, whatever you have to do. I'll probably do that. I will probably make sure I burn some intentions. Just do something that is making it clear that that's what your intentions are for the year ahead. You want to let go. You want to loosen your grip on your life and allow the divine to step in. Remove people who are not meant to be in your life, and remove anything that is keeping you back from truly soaring and flying high. So let's see. So definitely something about that coming into the new year. Learn to loosen your grip and release all the toxic energies and situations. Yeah, I knew this card was going to come out, because the 1st of January is a portal. Now, you know, although it's not the traditional new year in the spiritual sense, it is a new cycle. It's a 10-year. And as soon as you step into that energy, on that 1-1, it'll be 1-1-10. So effectively 1-1-1. That is opening up a portal. That is opening up a portal. And this is why they're saying it's a time to leave everything. You know, it's like, you know, like when you go to certain places, they'll tell you have to, you know, or like say you're going into one of these beautiful Zen restaurants, Zen garden restaurants, where you have to take off your shoes and you have to leave your anything that's not going to be a peaceful thing to bring into that kind of Zen atmosphere. And I feel this is it, saying it's time to leave all your toxic behaviours, toxic people, toxic patterns, leave them at the door and walk through the portal into this new year, unburdened, you know, just unencumbered by, you know, anything that you feel has been holding you back, whether that's, you know, the people, family, you know, patterns, you know, like ways of being that you know you have to break from a past life. So let's see. Tell me what else you want the Starseed and the Twin Flame Collective to know. Okay. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Now, this is all about stepping into your divine path with confidence. And there is people who you're going to have to walk away from or leave behind. It always sounds worse when you say it like that. There's people you have to leave behind. But it's really people who might align with you again in the future, but you have to move forward, because not everyone will understand your spiritual side. I'm so fortunate. I have so many people around me, they know what I do and they appreciate it and they still love me for it. My children, you know, my best friends, my friend I met yesterday from Canada, she knows everything I do and she loves everything I stand for, as do the people around me. But there's so many people in my past who would not align with this. They would not agree with it. They would make fun of me. So you have to remember, the people who will love and appreciate you just for being your authentic self, they are the right people. They are your tribe. They are the people who are meant to be in your life. The people who don't, they don't deserve you. They don't deserve you. They don't deserve you, the true authentic you. Not, at least not yet. So just remember that. Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and new beginnings. So again, that new beginning energy, and we're going to get into the Egyptian energy in a moment with Anubis and Osiris, for that new beginning energy, that phoenix rising from the flames. And I feel for many of you that phoenix energy will be so poignant next year. So let's see. Give me 2 more from here, please, for the Twin Flame Collective. Okay, perspective. None of this matters. Time to zoom out and find common ground. Now, I'm getting 2 things from this card. I was just talking about people who don't align with you now. In the future, hopefully they will align more with you. But also it's good to look for the common ground you have with others. Just because someone is not on the same wavelength as you with regarding your spiritual side, there's not a reason why you can't find a common ground with them to help them to understand. You know, like for example, someone might say, oh, I don't believe in, you know, hearing things from the divine. I don't believe in past lives, for example. But they might say, but I do believe in angels. I do believe angels are real. Then that's your common ground. That's where you say, well, I do connect with angels and I, you know, can tell you that they bring through this guidance or around us all the time. So you find that common ground. They don't have to fully agree with you, but if you find a common ground to connect with them on, that is why it's so important. And my last message was all about many of you in 2026, you're going to be the torch. You're going to be that torchlight in the darkness to guide people home. So it's important to step into your true north. It's important to just not let people who will judge you or hold you back, because there is a portal opening up here. As I say, 111, 1110, but effectively 111. There's an opportunity here to step through that portal and to release your grip. And just, if you have to leave people behind who don't get you, then that's okay, because as I say, there will come a time where you might find this compromise or common ground. But there's a new beginning waiting here. Give me 1 more, please. 1 more for the Twin Flame Collective, what you want them to know about this 1st of January, this new frequency. Well, there we go, the Great Severing, Mars energy. So I said that was one of the first cards I split the deck on. They are telling you just to allow things to fall away that's not meant to be there. It's time to zoom out and see things. See your journey as exactly what you planned it to be. You made this plan before you even incarnated in this lifetime. You made this plan to go through these lessons, to go through the pain, some of them very harsh, some of them very painful, but you chose to go through them to help with your evolvement and to help you to go through this butterfly phase. And I was just talking about the Hathors and the card of the Hathors here on the bottom. We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birthing a portal. And for many of you, you are birthing this portal for humanity, for other people to step through. So I've got 7 cards here, so my OCD is saying let's get an even number. So let's get 8 cards, please, and thank you. One more card from this deck for the Twin Flame Collective. Okay, the Seas of Mintaka, and on the bottom, Harith, and this is all about longing for home, yearning for home, yearning for the stars, and isn't that so appropriate with the Seas of Mintaka? For those of you, and I love how I'm wearing the turquoise colours of the waters of Mintaka today. But I'm also wearing this colour for Mother Mary today. But this is beautiful energy. Those of you that connect with Mintaka, you feel a strong connection to the mermaids and things. And for many of you, you will have the same memories as me of being there. And there was only minimal amounts of land, really flat, rocky pieces of land. But it was the original home of the light workers. It was a divine feminine planet. There was no divine masculines, just all divine feminines. And hence why it was the first planet that was under siege and destroyed. And for many of the divine feminines from this planet, they fled to other places and around Orion's belt. But for that reason, many Mintakan starseeds really resonate with being in a lot of different places and never really truly feeling at home. And that's because our original home was destroyed. So it says, seeing the potential and bringing the consciousness to light. Exactly. The Christ consciousness. I mean, I've been talking about the Christ consciousness for 2 years now on this channel. And I'm so delighted now other readers are really getting on board with it. And it's one of the main things I spoke about as soon as I started my channel 2 years ago. And it's such an important part of our journey, but you are here to bring the light, to seed the light. That is part of what the Mintakan starseeds, those of you that resonate with that, were here to do. Over many lifetimes, not just this lifetime, over many lifetimes. So let's see, activated earth, the power plates, ley lines, and trust where you are led. Now, I'm going to talk more about this in my next reading, Sissy. I don't want to get into it in this message and cloud the message too much. But the dream downloads I've had match up with stuff that's happened to me this year and my past lives and stuff, and also what's happening in 2026 for certain ley lines and places where I'm being guided to travel to next year. So we will talk more about that on the next message, but I want to now have a check-in on the love. Let's see what's happening for love for the Twin Flame Collective this time. Well, I can't believe I split the deck on celebration and wish granted. So for many of you, the 1st of January is going to be the start of a series of events for you, which is going to lead you to great celebrations and a lot of wishes being fulfilled. And actually, the number 111 is all about wishes being granted. So that's interesting. So, can you give me some guidance here on the Twin Flame Collective, what's coming through for them? The first card out. Ever after. Oh my goodness. Having the fortitude to create a lasting love. Long term, all in, investing in the future. Happily ever after. Growing old together. And the expression cards here, using your voice, talking openly and honestly, expressing a truth. Well, I mean, I don't really want to bring out any more, but I mean, getting the ever after card, the first card out, that is a good thing. So looking back, missing the moments you shared together, feeling nostalgic and reflective. So for many of you, this is your masculines. It's both of you. I mean, there's not a day goes past where I don't look back and feel nostalgic. Not so much for the sad times anymore, not so much for the times that made me sad, but for the happy times. And I told you, my masculine told me, ghosting you equals I love you. The only reason the masculine stay silent is because they're not ready. It's not because they don't love you, and it's not because they don't miss you, and it's not because they don't want to see you, because they're desperate to. They just hold back because they're not ready to fully step in and embrace the journey with you yet. They have a lot of healing to do. They have a lot of karmic ties to release. They have a lot of karmic contracts to end. But they miss you as much as you miss them. Don't ever doubt that. Yeah. This love is beyond compare. It's beyond compare. Give me a couple more from here, please, and I'll pull a few tarot. Okay, yeah, awareness. Distracted or filling life with other things to distract themselves. So this is Four of Cups energy, you know, and a lot of the masculines have been, I mean, I feel the Divine Feminines are Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands themselves, because they are truly embracing their true north. They're fully stepping into their healing. They're focusing on their healing within themselves, because they know that's what brings in union with their masculine and physical. But for many, the masculines have been trying to distract themselves with work, with other relationships. You know, it doesn't matter. They can go through 10 different partners since they split up from you. Not one of them are you. Not one of them will fill the void that you have left in their life. So just remember that. Give me another two from here, please. Oops, this one came out. So divine match, following your destiny and a love that is meant to be. Soulmate and twin flame energy. So there we go. That's what I was talking about. No one can align with them. No one else is their divine match. So just remember that. It doesn't matter how many people they go through. They will never, ever, ever find a match like you. Their true divine feminine twin. Never. Because you are part of them and they are part of you. They will never be able to fill a void with anyone else apart from their true twin flame. Give me one more for the Twin Flame Collective for coming in here for the 1st of January, what they need to know. Well, leaping forward and empowered by love. Harnessing the strength with love and confidence. Charm, solid and steady. And leaping forward, seizing the moment and letting yourself love fully. Movement, speed and fast progress. Now this is that Wheel of Fortune energy as well. Empowered by love, and look what's behind that. Making magic. The masculines are empowered by love and ready to make magic with you. Yeah, embracing the change. So definitely something coming through here. I'm going to actually get my, I'm seeing my not my twin flame deck, my angel number deck there, because I'm really feeling this 111555 energy coming through, but we'll see if angel numbers want to come through. Two sides card when I split the deck, and the mending souls right behind that. So this is just saying, be prepared to hear out your masculines, because I made the mistake of believing something. I was, you know, I kind of convinced myself something was one way when actually it wasn't. And it wasn't until I spoke to my masculine in the physical. We spoke for over an hour on the phone, and we were both really emotional. And I really discovered that a lot of the things that I felt was my ego telling me things. And so just be prepared to hear your masculine out, okay? So let's see. Can I get some Egyptian god energy that's coming through here? So, Ptah and skills. So this is all about you fully embracing your creativity, your gifts, things like that. You're fully stepping into your full power and strength. You're taking back all your divine wisdom, and you're going to channel into something that's going to be beneficial to you and to others. That's what I feel. I feel this is you and your masculine are really going to be using your divine skills and talents to help the collective, because next year definitely is all about stepping into that divine purpose. So Isis, faith and wisdom, just what I was talking about. You and your masculine here, you're going to be really connecting to your divine wisdom and strength here and your divine gifts, and you're going to be bringing this beautiful Isis energy through to help. And we're going to get a message from Isis in a moment, but that's beautiful energy coming through straight away. You're going to, your faith, your wisdom, your skill and knowledge is going to be helpful. Wow, look what came out right after Isis, just what I said at the start. Yeah, death and rebirth. Just what I was saying. The masculines are going through this right now, and the divine feminines, just like Isis helped her beloved Osiris, are helping you, are helping the divine masculines to go through this beautiful transformation. And on the bottom of the deck, Sekhmet, justice, karmic justice. So I feel that next year, many of you are going to be getting the justice you deserve in love. So let's see. Give me one more Egyptian energy. Ooh. Thank you very much. So it says Horus, stability and equilibrium. Wow. So I was talking about Horus as well, and that's why I was telling you all the Zoom events I've had up until now have been channeling these energies. Isis, Osiris, Horus, Hathor, Mary Magdalene codes come through at the 1212. Working with Yeshua and so many other beautiful energies, Mother Mary, to connect you with these codes and bring balance into your life. And let's see, one more. So happy renewal. Wow, this is all about, I was telling you about the Phoenix energy. Thank you. I absolutely love when they do match up with what I'm bringing through. It always gives me so much joy in my heart when they just bring through the energy of what I've been feeling. But yeah, this stability and equilibrium, balance being brought, justice coming through as well. Justice here with Sekhmet. A time for justice for the twin flames that have been held up and kept apart. You know, just like Isis and Osiris, all obstacles can be overcome. All obstacles can be overcome. Wow. Beautiful. I'm going to get a message from Isis's deck in a moment. And I split the deck on Apophis and darkness. So this is definitely the energy I feel that you guys are coming out of this. You know, the darkness is necessary. It's like that sweat lodge energy I always talk about. And, you know, like, and as I say, a lot of tribes use that as a way to connect with Mother Earth more, to hear the heartbeat of Gaia by going into a cave and being closed off, have the cave completely, all the light closed off and sitting in the darkness, because they felt that that's what connected them, like the womb of the mother. So darkness is so important because we spend 9 months in the womb. We spend 9 months in darkness inside a womb. And that is where we feel safe and protected in that darkness. So it's important to also embrace the darkness as well. So let me get a few tarot and see what wants to come through, and then I'm going to pull an Isis card to close out. So let me see, and I'll pull a Sacred Site. So give me some energy of what's coming through here, please, for the twin flames. So that Hanged Man energy, awakening energy coming through. So let me see. Give me the overall energy for the twin flames coming up here for the 1st of January. What's the 1st of January bringing through? Oh my goodness. Pardon me. The Fool. Starting from 0. Completely clean slate. Completely clean slate. I mean, you couldn't get a nicer card out for what's coming through for the 1st of January for the twin flames. And I just saw 333. And look at that, 9 of Pentacles. It's just, I just feel there's this beautiful energy coming through right now for the twin flames. And as I say, I've been feeling guided for the last, I started my project Priestess weekly sessions a way back in May, and it really helped me as well to step into that teacher role and to help guide many of you. But since then, every single month I've been guided to do something, and it's all making sense to me now, because it's all led me to this moment. It's all led me to this point where I can now say that everything that I've been guided to do for my viewers and for the people, the groups I work with, has all led you to this point, and myself as well, So let's see. So the 5 of Wands. So let's see. So overcoming those challenges. Clarify the 5 of Wands for the Twin Flame Collective. Ooh. Wendy's. Oh, yeah, see? Moving forward, progress forward in the Eight of Wands. You're moving past all the obstacles and challenges. And I do feel that strong energy of justice. You're moving past the challenges. You're moving past all the blockages, all the karmic blockages. Everything that's held you back. And I feel the Four of Pentacles for a lot of you is also, you know, a lot of the things that stopped your masculine truly opening up to love. It stopped them, you know, it was like focusing, you're moving past the challenges that kept your masculines focused on 3D. Yeah, look at that. The devil energy right here. Just what I'm talking about. It's the Four of Pentacles. It's kept your masculine stuck in their 3D karmic cycles. And you're overcoming that now with the Eight of Wands. You're moving past that. So the Queen of Swords, and I feel this is you standing in your truth. You know, you're standing in your truth. You've set those healthy boundaries. And the Six of Pentacles, now look, the crown chakra is all lit up here. This is like your divine inheritance, your divine, all your divine truth, your divine wisdom, your divine inheritance, your ancestral inheritance, everything that you're deserving of, I feel, is coming in 2026. For standing in your truth, for standing in your power, for seeing the humour in everything you do as well. I mean, you're wielding that sword of truth. You're not backing down. You took your strength back. You know, you're communicating everything you need and want from a relationship now. You've set those healthy boundaries with your masculine, with other people. Yeah, look, see? Justice. And the strength card. You have had to overcome so much. And you've done it with love and strength and bravery. And you're looking back at your past and understanding everything was all part of your journey. It was all part of this moment. But 2026 is going to be, you know, overcoming the challenges, new beginnings with the full energy, justice, your strength to overcome all the heartbreak and loss of the past. Tell me a bit more about what the 1st of January is bringing in here for the twin flames. With regards to their divine masculines, tell me about their divine masculines. Tell me about their divine masculines. Well, just what I split the deck on at the start. The Hanged Man came out. They're seeing things. They're seeing things from a different perspective. They're now awakened to everything that they were confused about. Yeah, 5 of Cups. Regretful. Sad for the way they've acted. Sad that they didn't see it sooner. Yeah, see, 6 of Cups. And the Knight of Cups. Just sorry that they didn't offer you more in the past when they had a chance. Tell me what this Hanged Man energy is bringing in. I just feel missing you, nostalgia. Tell me what this Hanged Man energy is bringing in for the divine masculines. I mean, they're definitely going through rebirth. See? Oh my goodness. 2 of Cups. And the 3 of Wands in the bottom, stepping up and taking charge. Stepping up and taking the lead here. And look what's right behind the 3 of Wands, the 10 of Cups. Next year, you're going to be stepping into purpose. You're going to be stepping into beautiful divine relationships. I know I'm going to be connecting with many twin flame couples around the world. Page of Swords, yeah, it's all about learning and expanding together, but I feel like this is going to be some more messages of truth coming in. You're going to be hearing from your masculines. Tell me a bit more about the divine masculines for the 1st of January for the twin flames. At this time, give me one more card. Wow, and the 2 of Pentacles, harmony and balance, and the Ace of Cups. Amazing. And look what's right behind the 2 of Pentacles. Bringing harmony and balance back to love. And there's a Death card. That Osiris energy coming through. So I'm going to get a sacred site and a message from Isis to close out. So we're nearly at 40 minutes. longer than I had planned, but never mind. So let me see. Split the deck on King of Wands. Someone's about to take action. Someone is about to take action. Passionate, inspired action, I'm hearing. Passionate, inspired action. Fully guided as well. So which sacred sites would you like me to connect the twin flames to right now? When we're talking about the ley lines and sacred places. Which sacred site card is relevant to the twin flames right now that you wish them to connect with? Oh, weird that the cards just fell in one big lump there. So let's see. Which sacred site would you like me to connect with the twin flames at this time? For this reading, please and thank you. Okay, so I got 2, Goblia Tepe and Knossos in Greece. So those of you who have got these strong connections to Greece, myself included. My oldest daughter, the one who you see with the red hair, and she's the one that was conceived close to Mary Magdalene's cave in France. That's where she was conceived, so I can vouch for it being a very fertile place. Just saying. But what's amazing is my daughter has always, from a young age, she dyed her hair this bright red, which you saw in the photos. But also, she's named her name is Ailey, which is Gaelic for Helen, and I named her after Helen of Troy. I had no clue back then why I was naming her Helen of Troy, but I just felt connected to Helen of Troy. I've always been connected to Greek mythology as a child. So yeah, my oldest daughter, not only was she conceived close to Mary Magdalene's cave in France, she is named after Helen of Troy. So yeah, just a fun fact. So let's see. Let's see the past life influence coming through for these sites. Here we go. I just saw Goblia Tepe. Okay, and that is, the focus is resurrection. Oh my goodness. Wow, resurrection. And this message is all about, I said at the start, transformation, renewal, rebirth, resurrection. Wow. And that is in Sanliurfa province in Turkey. Gaze into the hollow eyes of the skull on the card. Are you intrigued or scared? The skull appears within a circular void, a symbol of the existence of another dimension that makes possible resurrection of the dead, or the reality of deities, or visitation by beings from other planets and dimensions. Look carefully at the carved stone creatures either side of the skull. It has been speculated that the strange carvings of animals and faceless beings on the megaliths at Goblia Tepe, the world's oldest discovered temple, are evidence of a fundamental shift in worship that took place in ancient times. The power symbol of this card resembles something rather more sci-fi than prehistoric. Could this site mark a turning point in our history for humanity when an alien influence civilized humanity, causing us to depict ourselves as superior to all other living things? Are you open to the suggestion, or do you close your mind against anything that challenges or receives wisdom? Does this alternative history of humanity excite you or terrify you? This card calls you to remember discovering faith as a child. And was it a joyous, comforting experience or something forced upon you by the loved ones around you? So look at this card, and just so you can connect with the message there a bit more. So resurrection, and all about, how faith was inflicted on us as a child and how it's actually meant something different in a time where that Christ consciousness, there was no superiority, where humans were not more superior than animals, etc., etc. That was the way things used to be. And, that's an interesting concept, but the fact it's resurrection. I don't really need to read the Knossos one, because I know this one very well. I've read this quite a few times. The Knossos one is all about confusion and about being stuck in that being stuck in that labyrinth energy. And so let's see, there's the Knossos one. So these are the sites that are coming through loudest right now. The Goblia Tepe in Turkey and the Knossos one in Greece. And that bull energy, obviously, that is very much, what's the word I'm looking for? Is very much prominent right now, that abundant energy. So the Knossos, the energy of escape, and it's Crete in Greece. And yeah, this is all about, you know, the Minotaur and being stuck in the labyrinth, and how I'm pretty sure it was, we'll just read. Yeah, it's all about the labyrinth, and how King Minos created the labyrinth, and it was all about Theseus escaped from the labyrinth with the help. I'm pretty sure it was one of the Grecian princes. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but the Minoan double axe shown here was only by women during sacrificial rites in the days of bull worship. Thinking about your past now, allow these axes to cut away any attachments you may still have to unsavoury situations or toxic habits or emotions. Like Theseus, who escaped from the Minotaur and found his way out of the labyrinth, you need to seek freedom from your own thoughts about the past. Now, isn't that interesting? If you read that there, that's what I said at the start as well, about leaving behind the toxic stuff from the past. So both those energies are just clarifying exactly 46, 46, 10, 10, clarifying exactly what I was saying about having to release, just like Theseus escaped from that. And oh wow, just see what's on the bottom. Giza. Wow, I'm gonna get that card, because that's the energy, the main energy I felt coming through today. So let's see. The energy of Giza. So unification. Wow, that alchemical wedding within. Cairo in Egypt. Are you drawn to the prospects of life being eternal? Does the ankh on the card speak to you? The most ancient power symbol holds the codes of the origins of the primordial deities, and will open a doorway into this mysterious system. Deep below the Giza Plateau, an ancient hall is said to contain the records of the lost civilization of Atlantis. You're invited to delve beneath the surface, to travel through time to the places where the mysteries of the universe await you now, with the ankh as your guardian. So it says, are you ready to decode the riddles of life and reclaim the mastery of your true spiritual self, to become one in mind, body and soul with the divine? Wow. And the fact that Isis and Osiris and Horus came through, and the Egyptian deities connecting to you right now. So let me get a message from beautiful Isis's deck here, and I will choose it on camera, because I like to do that and get a surprise myself. So this message is definitely a lot longer than I had planned, but I will be back with a love message at some point. So let me see. Can I have a message, please, from Isis, to please close out this message for the Twin Flame Collective? What does Isis want me to deliver? What message does Isis want me to deliver to the Twin Flame Collective at this time? Okay, I've been drawn to this one. So let's see. I'm sure we've had that before. Queen of Heaven, we have had that one before, but this is the one she wants me to read. So, and on the bottom of the deck, Soul Retrieval. So Soul Retrieval on the bottom. Queen of Heaven. I have read this one before, but I'm going to read it again, because that's the one she's told me to pick out. So I listened to what I'm told. Okay. Let's see. Queen of Heaven. Blessings from the Divine Empress of the Heavenly Realms. Boundless Empress, the Divine Queen of the Heavenly Universe, now I affirm you to wherever you are, male or female, you hold the authority of feminine power within and possess spiritual leadership. Your life's mission is to bring the qualities of compassion, mercy and wisdom into the world. The Empress of Heaven card continues to you that regardless of whether you're male or female in this lifetime, you possess the divine feminine leadership and spiritual authority. The name Isis literally means throne, and she embodies the divine Empress of the heavenly realm, and her blessings are bestowing upon the feminine divine power upon all enlightened ones of the light, both men and women. When a force needs to be tempered with compassion, wisdom, mercy, and loving kindness, the feminine divine power emerges. This is the enlightened spiritual leadership, exemplified through the heart and a model of power and authority, whose source lies in empowering others and in coercion not in coercion or control. So not in coercion or control. Isis, the throne of feminine divine leadership within you, is to fulfill your life's mission to serve through your inner spiritual authority as an incarnation of Goddess Isis on this planet. If you've been contemplating whether to further exercise your leadership role, this card also confirms that now you may do so. In particular, if you have simultaneously drawn the Divine Sisterhood Alliance card. So let me see, that's all about the Sisterhood Alliance card. You must understand you are capable and qualified as a spiritual leader because you trust in your own inner divine feminine power. This new paradigm of power does not assume any authority over others, but rather embodies living your own full truth and reality. If you accept her guidance of trust and accept the guidance of trustworthy exemplars, this power holds great authority, yet it does not misapprehend its responsibility. It does not allow others to drain you or rely upon you. Instead, through your capacity to guide, you empower others to gain the strength for their own self-growth. This card also encourages you to reflect deeply on how to exercise your authority more fully. To achieve this, we must first reconcile with the authority figures in our lives, both past and present, and understand how they have wielded leadership over us, whether it was supportive, honest, and empowering, or disempowering and eroding to our confidence, inducing feelings of shame or attempting to diminish or inflate our ego. Building a healthy relationship with authority figures around us helps us to identify where we can gain genuine learning, recognise who our true teachers are, and understand how we should assist others in their own learning and growth process. From the perspective of the Divine Goddess, authority is absolutely unrelated to issues of hierarchy. It is not about a person in power imposing their authority and power over others. It's more like a circle of life where each of us possess different levels of awareness, abilities and strengths, and we share and guide one another to help each other become more complete beings. In this circle of life, everyone has their own spiritual responsibility to take charge of their own growth and assist others in theirs according to their will and capacity. Reconciling with past and present authority figures often involves reclaiming your own unconscious projections and allowing others to be flawed human beings. For unconsciously, we often project our own authority, divinity, and power onto them, treating them as extensions of ourselves. We must recognise this dynamic as a gift, acknowledging that both we and authority figures have human vulnerabilities too. When two limited human beings attempt to relate, seeing the grace in their interaction, it becomes a blessing and a lesson for both. allowing ourselves to forgive from a place of compassion and the willingness to grant ourselves freedom to grow enables us to build a relationship with our own inner authority while healing and transforming our external relationships with all those around us. So, I remember I said at the start about the compromising and finding common ground, and this is just verifying everything I was just saying as well. It's about, it's not about it's not about pouring all our authority over others or making people believe us or, think like us. We have to find some sort of common ground and understand that we're all here to learn from each other and share things with each other. So, what a lovely message to close out. So thank you all for watching, thank you for your time, and let's close out. Sending blessings to you and your loved ones, your home and your pets, and God bless your union with your special person to come in very soon. Dearest everlasting Father, thank you for this time we've spent together today, and thank you for all you do for us. As we all move on with our day or night, wherever we are in the world, would you go ahead of us, dwell within us, shine through us, blessing all those who cross our path. God of hope, would you fill us to overflowing today with all joy and peace by the power of your Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name, amen. Take care, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Namaste.